Mark. Good morning in Litchville, home of the Trojans. Thank you for making KFGO number one in the morning, number one all day long. The KFGO Morning Crew, Doug Leier, Amistadi, getting your Monday set for you.
We like to talk consumer news Monday mornings around 6:40 with members of our KFGO Farm and Ranch team. Rusty Halvorson, the newest member of our KFGO Farm and Ranch team, joining us on the Morning Crew. Good morning to you, Rusty.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Not too shabby.
Good.
Yeah, we're trying to behave here. We're sharing a birthday today, by the way. Doug and I are birthday twins. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. We like to call it the triplets because it was Tootal's birthday yesterday. So Tootal yesterday and Doug and I today. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is kind of odd, to be honest with you. But, yeah, congratulations.
Well, we'd be even stranger. When's your birthday? Is your birthday today too, Rusty?
No, it's in August.
Okay.
So we've got ways to go on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we just wanted to check on that.
Yep.
Well, a lot of us, Rusty, were stocking up on freezer items as we were seeing some shortages when this pandemic started, last March or whenever, and a lot of concern about, that they were running out of certain foods. But I imagine we should probably start eating some of that. It seems like things have kind of ironed out in the supply chain.
Yeah, it depends on when you put it in the freezer. But, that's one of the things, whether you stocked up last spring or maybe this summer, or there's a good sale and you stocked up on some items then. As you guys probably know, when you stick something in the freezer, and we're talking in the freezer around 0 degrees, minus 18 Celsius, that's what USDA and the FDA consider freezer temperature, okay? So if you put it in the freezer, it's good indefinitely. The only thing you're going to be losing is maybe a little bit of flavor and quality as time goes on, and different items have different times. For example, what would you guys say in your freezer you have that may have been in there the longest? Any idea?
Lutefisk.
Lutefisk.
Been in there since 1985. It should be ready here in the next couple of years.
Okay, now for lutefisk, that's different. Because
I ain't never taken it out.
Because lutefisk, I don't want to offend anybody, but even when it's fresh, it doesn't smell fresh. Come on, people.
Well,
okay, so I have no facts on lutefisk.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll try. Well, how about if we go with fruit? Because I know I've been trying to work through, when I was on vacation, I was trying to work through some of the stuff from my summer CSA. I had all these vegetables that is like, okay, you can only eat so many zucchini and stuff like that at one time. But I noticed I had some cherries in there, which I made some smoothies from Charities with Charity, but I don't think they were from the last one. I think they were from like a year before, so they were probably like a year and a half old. They tasted fine in my smoothie.
Okay. Well, here's where we're getting to something because, again, if it's been frozen, it's good indefinitely. But when you put it into something like a smoothie, and this works for anything. This could work for fruit. This could work for maybe you've got some turkey left over from Thanksgiving. Maybe you've got some ham left over from Christmas, or maybe even some steak or prime rib or something like that. If it's been in the freezer for a while, maybe make it as part of a dish. Like if you've got a little bit of steak, make some enchiladas. Defrost it in your fridge, make some enchiladas. Because a lot of things, if we're talking, maybe the poultry leftovers, we're talking, I don't know, let's see here. Well, to remove all doubt, here's what I want you guys to do. This is what I want listeners to do. If you've got a smartphone, you can go to the Apple Store, or if you've got an Android, it would be Google Play. Now, I've got an Apple. I've got an iPhone. So a really good source is Food Keeper from USDA. It's an app. And with this app, you can not only search items for their best fresh kind of window of opportunity, you could call it, and you can also, through this app, once you pop it into the freezer, you can actually put it into your phone's calendar, letting you know when you did so. Because oftentimes when we stick something in the freezer, you forget when you put it in there, maybe. And that's why it might be good to have maybe a permanent marker or even something that you can kind of jot down the date on when you pop it into the freezer? Because it's we all do it. We put something in there. You come back, oh my gosh, here's my Hungry Man TV dinner from 2018. I wonder if that's any good. And probably not.
Hey, Rusty, I'm gonna put the lie detector on, and I'm gonna ask you: do you go into your freezer and rotate, like when you buy when you buy some frozen pizzas? Do you take the old ones from the bottom and put them on top so you use them first?
Well, that'd be a great system, but actually I don't have that many frozen pizzas in my freezer. No, the things that we've got, in fact, Sabrina just cleaned out the freezer not too long ago. The things we've got right now are some frozen smoothies, and then kind of healthy stuff. Sabrina eats those, not me. I'll taste them. That's about it. But we've got the usual things like pork, and we've got some chicken, and we've got some frozen veggies, green beans in there right now, those kind of things.
We're chatting with KFGO Farm and Ranch reporter Rusty Halvorson here on the KFGO Morning Crew, and I'm pretty good about that too, especially when it comes to meat products. Like if I divvy up meat and I package it, I usually do it in saran wrap, and then I'll wrap it in a Ziploc, and then I always date it. But, and you said indefinite on a lot of stuff. I have found if you don't wrap stuff properly, maybe if you bought some meat and say it was like in that styrofoam container with just a little bit of plastic wrap, that doesn't seem to last as long in the freezer if you do it that way.
No, if you're going to freeze either poultry or meat in the original package, you probably want to eat it within about 2 months for the best taste. Now, anything longer than that, you're doing the right thing, Bonnie, because you want to have it in something airtight, such as a plastic bag or heavy-duty foil, plastic wrap, freezer paper. But the thing is to make it airtight. Otherwise, you're going to get that little frosty, you know what I'm talking about, kind of.
Yeah, freezer burn.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. So if you got, maybe there's a sale on bacon, and you load up on bacon at the store, that's going to be good in just the package you got it in for about a month. If you want to keep it longer than a month, then you want to take that next step and make sure that it's really, really wrapped well. And good thing about bacon, it comes in a vacuum-packed package anyway, so that's a plus. Unless you're buying bacon maybe over the meat store counter where it's not vacuum-packed, So
right.
It all kind of depends. But again, yes, for foods, if it's frozen properly, indefinitely. But again, we're just talking about maybe flavor or taste, maybe lost down the road. And again, Food Keeper will tell you how long different foods will last in the freezer before you start to maybe lose some of that flavor.
Excellent.
So it's a great app. Yeah.
Excellent
now,
advice.
One thing, and this is something you can play along at home, when you put in Food Keeper, if you search for it, Food Keeper, 2 words, you get all sorts of options. But USDA should come up with their app at the top of the list.
Very good.
If you put in, now this is for iPhone, if you put in Food Keeper, 1 word, USDA's app will come up at the top of the list. But again, I tested this myself. I tested this with Sabrina's phone. If you put in Food Keeper, 1 word, the next search result is actually Poo Keeper. Know your poop. And I'm not making that up.
All right. Sounds good. Rusty, thanks for sorting it all out for us this morning. We appreciate it. We'll catch you again about 7:25.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
You bet. That's Rusty Halvorson, newest member of our KFGO Farm and Ranch team, joining us for our consumer news segment.